Hi, welcome to Loft 801. My name is Diego, and today I'm talking about Freaky Tales. It's a genre-blending anthology film directed by Boden and Ryan Fleck. Set in a surreal version of 1987 Oakland, this movie throws everything at the wall: punks vs. Nazis, girl power rap battles, supernatural revenge, and even a kung fu basketball showdown. On paper, it sounds wild, and visually, it does deliver that retro VHS-style chaos, but narratively, this movie is dog shit. With 4 chapters, the film struggles to find cohesion because the middle 2 chapters are completely unnecessary. Quick heads up, this review may contain the occasional spoiler, but I'll do my very best to avoid them. The first chapter, Strength in Numbers, kicks the film off with some energy. Tina and Lucid are 2 punk teens, part of a vibrant underground scene that gets harassed by Nazi skinheads. The punks finally come together in a violent resistance. I really like this chapter because it's always a good time seeing Nazis get beat up. The central theme of this chapter was about marginalized groups getting together and fighting back. I would have been happy if the film would have had a lot more content like this. Instead, Chapter 2, Don't Fight the Feeling, focuses on an amateur rap competition. Barbie and Entice are a rap duo called Danger Zone. They finally get their chance to perform on stage against Tooshort. This segment is supposed to serve as an empowerment anthem for women. It's stylish and the energy is good, but ultimately it is completely disconnected from the narrative spine and is purely style over substance. Chapter 3, Born to Mack, is just as irrelevant as Chapter 2. Clint is a mob enforcer trying to leave the game and start a family. His pregnant wife is murdered by the son of someone he once killed, and this leads to a series of slow scenes as he tries to make things right. Though the baby survives, his vengeance arc fizzles out with no satisfying payoff. It's an attempt at emotionally grounding a character in the middle of an otherwise messy film. I appreciated this, but because it didn't have a satisfying payoff, it instead dragged the film's pacing. Chapter 4, The Legend of Sleepy Floyd, was actually incredible. It reimagines real-life warriors point guard Sleepy Floyd as a cosmic warrior. After a corrupt cop and a group of thugs break into his home and kill his friends and family, Floyd channels a mysterious green energy to unleash martial arts vengeance on his enemies. Throughout the 4 chapters, what ties these stories together are the Nazis and the corrupt cop. The Nazis are children of the corrupt cop. The corrupt cop harassed Danger Zone in their day-to-day jobs. He's also the one forcing Clint into service, and lastly, it's his men that broke into Sleepy Floyd's home. There's one final thing that ties all the chapters together, and it's a green glowing energy related to Cytopics, a cosmic energy that lets you control your outside world. It's kind of a catch-all name for the 1980s alternative spiritual movement. While I love that all the chapters were tied together, I genuinely think Chapter 2 and Chapter 3 should have been completely cut from this film. At the very least, they should have been drastically reworked because they offered nothing of value. They lacked the urgency and thematic clarity of Chapters 1 and 4. At its core, I appreciated the homage to 1980s B-movies threaded with cosmic forces and cult-like energy. I love the VHS artifacts, static, cigarette burns, and the animated comic book overlays. They added a nostalgic and surreal tone to the film. I liked the green glow that empowered the characters in each chapter, but I don't think this glow inside topics were thoroughly explored. There are a lot of unanswered questions that this movie just brushes over. The cast is great and they all do a good job, but man, the material sucked. Jack Champion, Ji Young Chu, Dominiquethorne, Normani, Tooshort, Pedro Pascal, Tom Hanks, Jay Ellis, Angus Cloud, and Ben Mendelsohn all did the best that their writing would allow, so I can't fault them, but unfortunately this movie just didn't have any emotional depth or any characters that I cared about other than Sleepy Floyd and the guy. Every other character is either shallow or irrelevant to the broader narrative, and the actors were wasted in these roles. To end my review on a positive note, the cinematography and soundtrack were great. I love the mashup of punk aesthetic with mosh pits and neon lit clubs, grainy hip-hop stages, grimy grit, and local diners. The soundtrack perfectly matches the aesthetic with its blend of punk rock, metal, and hip-hop. It's exactly what I imagined everyone was listening to back in 1987. It's goofy, fun, empowering, and nostalgic. Freaky Tales is a wild, ambitious ride that looks and sounds amazing, but stumbles hard when it comes to the story and structure. It captures the spirit of 1987 Oakland with style to spare, blending punk, hip-hop, and grindhouse grit into a fever dream, but it wastes too much time on chapters that flat out don't matter. If the film had stuck with the punks and basketball players fighting back against Nazis and corrupt cops, this could have been something truly special. Instead, it spreads itself too thin with half-baked subplots and characters that feel like filler. I respect the effort and the vision, and there's a lot of fun to be had here, but narratively, it's messy, emotionally hollow, and full of missed opportunities. Freaky Tales isn't bad, it's just frustratingly shy of being good. Thank you for listening to my review of Freaky Tales. If you enjoyed the content, leave a like and hit subscribe. If you did not enjoy the content, thank you for sticking around. As always, I would love to read what you have to say, so leave a comment and let me know what you're thinking. Also, if there's something you want to see reviewed, don't forget to let me know and I will do my best to get to it. Lastly, if you want to see some more from me, then you can check out my vlogs linked up above or my podcast Good Friends. Again, thank you for watching. My name is Diego and I will see you next time.